Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today we're checking out By the Time I Get to Phoenix by Glen Campbell. All right, so Glen Campbell, we've had a nice little ride with him, opening up with Rhinestone Cowboy, which I have to say to this point has seemed very different than the other stuff we've heard from Glen Campbell. I think, I don't know, maybe that was a big opener commercial, like box office juggernaut. I don't know how all that works. Box office might be more for movies, but you know, the Glen Campbell, the more like countryside, I think I've appreciated a little bit more, to be honest with you. So we've got the Glen Campbell By the Time I Get to Phoenix right here. Haven't heard this one, first time listen, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm trying to read, looks like maybe this was the name of the album. I'm seeing other names here. Titles, I should say. Homeward Bound, Hey Little One, Bad Seed, Tomorrow Never Comes, Cold December, My Baby's Gone, Back in the Race, I'll Be Lucky Someday, You're Young and You'll Forget. What is that one? Love is a Lonesome River. So I don't think I've heard any of those songs. I don't think any of those. I really like was it Wichita Lineman? I hope I'm getting the name right. I know it was lineman in there, so you guys would know which one I'm talking about. But I think to this point, that was probably my favorite. That one was really good too. By the Time I Get to Phoenix. So let's go ahead and take this one for a spin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description for me if you guys are enjoying the content. And let's move forward and take a little listen right here. Here we go.
By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note I left hanging on her door. She'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving, 'cause I've left that girl so many times before.
Playing You're Toxic.
By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call, but she'll just hear that phone keep on ringing off the wall. That's all. By the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly and call my name out low.
That's sad.
And she'll cry just to think I'd really leave her. Though time and time I've tried to tell her so, she just didn't know I would really go.
Oh wow, is that it? Oh my gosh. Wow, that was it. That's very short. Hold on, let me hear that end part one more time.
Though time and time I've tried to tell her so, she just didn't know I would really go.
Okay, so there you go. It sounds like, no, I'll let it. It sounds like what that end part is letting you know is this time's different than all the rest, right? In the morning, she read that note and she laughed because it's like, okay, you do this all the time. I don't know, we get into maybe an argument of something You say you're leaving and then you're back, right? Maybe you're back before bedtime, right? Maybe that's the case. So she goes to work, she calls, he doesn't pick up from his home because he's leaving to Phoenix, right? He lets you know that he's already past Albuquerque. He'll be in Oklahoma by the time she's going to bed. He's leaving to Phoenix. So he's dipping. He's gone. And maybe this time it's setting in for real when she's going to bed and she says his name out softly and starts crying, because this time it didn't work out like last time, right? Usually by all the times before, they're reconciled by this time of day, and this time it's like, oh my God, he hasn't picked up. I haven't heard from him. Is he really gone? And he's saying this time he's gone. Now, it's easy for me to think like, oh man, Glen is pulling her chain, but we don't know the story. You know, what if she could be the instigator of all their problems and he's not, right? In my head, I'm just thinking, oh, the man's a problem, the instigator, and you are being toxic in your relationship by leaving her and coming back, leaving her and coming back. If you're going to let her go, let her go. You know, if you don't have any intention or desire to truly be with her, then let her go. But maybe it's the other way around. Maybe he does have true intent and desire to be with her, but that she does stuff wrong that causes him to constantly have heartache, and he's like, this is enough, like I'm getting out of this kind of emotional abusive situation and I'm gone. So it obviously just leaves you open to fill in the story how you wish. They're just giving you some of the basics of the situation that are going on. So that's kind of where my mind went. Either way, that's what I gather, right? This time's different than all the rest. So you guys let me know how you picked up on this story. But let's go ahead and learn a little bit about By the Time I Get to Phoenix. And this is that classic kind of more, I don't know if you'd say it's country. I guess it didn't have a lot of the instrumentation that I associate with country, but it definitely sounds more country than other genres to me. But I don't know exactly what you would pinpoint this one. We might see though. All right. So we've got this one as Glen Campbell, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, released in 1967. Wow, guys, 67. Country pop. So I was assuming if we're going to say it's country, it might go along the pop lines. You had some of those sounds that I think were popular in some pop music in the 60s that I've heard. So I'm not very surprised. I was surprised to hear this is 67, but my time frames are off. I'm going to have to listen to music for a while again to kind of get an idea like we've had before. Songwriter on this one is Mr. Jimmy Webb. It says, By the Time I Get to Phoenix is a song written by Jimmy Webb, originally recorded by Johnny Rivers. Hey, I love Johnny Rivers, man. I didn't know. There we go. It was reinterpreted by American country music singer Glen Campbell, and that's only 2 years later than it looks like Rivers did it. Frank Sinatra called it the greatest torch song ever written. Oh man, I mean, if you're getting some praise from Frank Sinatra like that, you've got to feel happy with that, huh? The inspiration for By the Time I Get to Phoenix originated in Jimmy Webb's breakup with Susan Horton. They remained friends after her marriage to Bobby Ronstadt, a cousin of singer Linda Ronstadt. The relationship, which peaks in the mid-1965, was also the primary influence for MacArthur Park, another Webb composition. Have we heard MacArthur Park? Richard Harris sings it. I don't think so. Webb did not intend the song to be geographically literal. A guy approached me because he's talking about from Albuquerque to Oklahoma to Phoenix. Maybe they're gonna say there's a quicker way. I don't know. Hold on. Let's read it. It says, a guy approached me one night after a concert, and he showed me how it was impossible for me to drive from LA to Phoenix, then how far it was to Albuquerque. In short, he told me this song is impossible. And so it is. It's a kind of fantasy about something I wish I would have done, and it sort of takes place in a twilight zone of reality. At any point did they say LA, or is he just assuming because that's where Webb is from? It says Webb called the song a succinct tale with an O. Henry-esque twist at the end, which consists merely of the guy saying she didn't really think I would go, but he did. Although the protagonist in the song plans to leave his lover, Webb did not leave Horton. Okay, so I don't know what is a O. Henry-esque. So he wrote poetry. He wrote. I would love if you guys could connect this for me. I don't exactly know what what they're trying to say by that. But yeah, she didn't think I would go, but I did, right? So that's what the end of the song is getting to, is this time is for real. So I appreciate the history on this one. Very cool to see. Once again, didn't know Johnny Rivers did it. So let me know what your favorite version is. Is it the Johnny Rivers, or is it the Glen Campbell, or is there other ones? Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking out with me on this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description. Great way to help and support me. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.